I'm sorry, Louie. It was the only way. I hope you would understand. Hello. Um, Forgive me. I'll be up. Uh, Hello. It's been so long. Well, more officially, it's been actually so long. But hello. Hello. So how did you enjoy that? And it is official that, yeah, it is official. Lumi is, well, I won't make it clear, but if you probably guessed by now, yep, it is all true. She is dead. Lumi is, in fact, yeah, Lumi is dead. It's all confirmed. And honestly, I am really, I was like super nervous for this because I've been wanting to, I figured I've been wanting to find a way on how to close the story into completely. Oh, give me a second. My chat's not working. That's a little awkward. And hello. Let me see here. Just want to make sure my chat, gonna fix chat up a little. Looks like chat isn't working. I'm not sure what brought it up. There. I think I might have messed something up with chat on cropping, but let me check my cropping real quick. Just so I didn't mess something up. I am super sorry. There it goes. Yeah, I messed it up. Uh, in a sense, hold on, I just saw that real quick. So no more Lumi means no more streams and videos. I won't put that. I will leave that up there because yeah, I will leave that up there as this current as I have a lot more surprise to show concurrently and everything. Oh my stream just glitched for a second, but it's okay. Um, let's talk a little bit. But it has been officially 2 years since I actually started streaming. The original plan was to stream it on. Yes, I am a ghost. Yes, I am a ghost. The original plan was to have the 2-year anniversary stream last Thursday, but I did not. But I was unfortunately unable to complete that due to very unexpected circumstances. But I had like the most completely unexpected circumstance. Not only that, I have my allergies decided to kick in because the seasons have changed. Oh, it looks like I messed up again on. I'm sorry, I'm not. This is sorry, not looking so good on my part. It's just that I'm trying to work this around like the chat box, so it's not been easy. So apologies if it's not looking like completely good or anything. But yeah, I am a ghost. I've been a lot has happened in the story as well. But let's talk about like the real shit. Um, so last Thursday was my plan to stream. I was like all ready for it and everything, and then a whole different unexpected circumstance just kicked in. It was crazy. It was insane. It threw me off completely, and I had to like cancel the anniversary stream like right then and there and pushed it back to Tuesday, so I got a little more time to work on some stuff. And you may have noticed that a lot has that new stuff, that there are new stuff for the stream. So of course a new overlay, and you may notice that the intro, that there's a new that the story has now updated, and I am happy to say that the story is complete. So, well, the main story. So, but my goal is to finish is like to animate the main story. I've have everything written out, brainstormed and everything, and I also am working on a lore book, so there are going to be extra lore, so you will get to read up on some of the lore in this universe. What else? As of like, yesterday I did It Takes Two with Green. We did have to. I will edit that. I will. You You made that animation partially, but and partially not. I actually animated the ending, not like the ending, like not like the ending to the fight scene, but like the end, but like the other ending. What I did for that is that I actually took a little bit of time to practice animating. Um, I've uh, I've learned. The funny thing is that when I started animating, I was like animating at like 60 frames a second, which was like a really bad idea. So I actually started animating in 24 frames a second, and when I animated in like 24 frames a second, it looks much more better, as you could probably see. I used to animate in 60 frames a second, which was not the best idea, so I do regret that. But I am planning to do some more animations and probably touch up a little, and maybe I can actually work on some legit fight scenes. But the fight scene you did see, that actually came from I forgot who they were, but let me see if I can find. I do have the download. Let's see here. And I will talk about like what the future is from here on, considering that now Lumi is what you see is what you see now. A dead one. A dead a dead being. Um oh, it's made by LCT. That's the first I can't really pronounce Chinese, and I'm not good at Chinese, so I can't really say the rest. I'm sorry for that. But they made the fight scene, and I took full advantage of it. And you made it, and I noticed it was a little bit hard to hear in the dialogue. I do apologize for that. So I do apologize that the dialogue was a little hard to hear in like the midsection. If it was, I'm really sorry. I tried. I think it's just like my microphone's not like tapped. It's like starting to. I think I like messed up the volume when I recorded that. I thought it sounded so good in my eardrum. It sounded so good. It sounded like so loud and clear on me. I didn't realize it didn't sound correctly in when it came to like the real thing. As of like, uh, and as you may notice that if you are paying attention to my Twitter or X as Musky calls it, you may notice that I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, and this is actually done through Restream, and it actually helps me a lot since now I can actually stream to both Twitch and YouTube, so I don't have to neglect either. Anyways, and the fight scene was made by LCT, and some of the in the dialogue. I'll go ahead and explain it if you weren't able to hear it. It's talking about Ryuko talking about the unification code. Now, what is the unification code? You might be wondering, or not. The unification code is a code that unites all factions in the desolate that brings them that is going to bring about peace. This is about ending this is about ending the war and uniting all the factions within the desolate. So as of right now, I'll go ahead and list out the factions. We have Monochrome, we have Hollow, I think, yeah, Hollow, the the Shadow Clan, um, it was like the Shadow Clan and the Frosted Knights. There we go. Those are the factions that are united together. Those are the factions that are united together to to finally to create a peace amongst the desolate and to end the war However, Monochrome, which is the current team, where most of the which is who we mostly pay attention to. Monochrome created the unification code in an attempt to bring everyone together. Right, that's the main goal. Is bringing everyone together. Now it comes at a big now. There were Now during this time when it was presented to all the factions, there were some changes that were made to it, and some of the members were completely aware of it. However, the change that was enacted was that everyone has to abide by the unification code. Failure to do so means that they are immediately executed, sent to execution. In other words, if you willingly say I don't agree with the code, then you're basically out. Then your life is up. Then your time of living is up. Your free trial living is now up, and you become unalive. So with that, Monochrome has essentially unalive a lot of people, including their own in Astera. Now, Now, I will talk about like concepting and what my plan is for the Desolate when we do get there. um, I gotta clear my throat. Sorry. um, but it created a whole slew, but it forces everyone to comply or put their life on the line. And many people, considering that they did not want to end up dead or rather unalive, they resorted to one other way. They resorted to one other way. To just simply they, yeah, no, I got it wrong. Sorry. I'm like pulling this all out of my ass cheeks. Some people did not comply with the unification code and were sentenced to death immediately, and were killed immediately. Some people were forced to comply simply because they value their life. A little too much while I'm at it. Now, with many people that did not stand for the unification code, including some others in the other factions, one other person did not. There was a monochrome may have made it, but one person was not aware about it, and that was Lumi. Unfortunately, Lumi did not know anything about the unification code. In fact, the code was made behind her back, as she has a strong will for people. She has a strong will for chaos. She doesn't desire peace. Peace is, say, not the best way. Peace is sometimes not the best way. You have to have. Lumi always believes in a good balance, in a balance between the two. Whether there's peace, there's chaos. Whether there's chaos, there's going to be peace. At the end of chaos, there's going to be peace. At the end of peace, and peace will always be ended with a little sense of chaos. A simple, it's simple yin, in a sense, balance. With the by erratic, the unification code cites that anyone that doesn't agree to the code is going to be killed immediately. This includes anyone and anyone, including the higher ups. Lumi did not know anything about this, and when multiple people were found bleeding out, so to say, you can guess what happened. Were bleeding out, so to say. They actually helped. Lumi actually took it upon herself to rescue them and store them out in a shelter and smuggle them elsewhere. Where is that's the mystery question. Now, as of figuring out, as of the rest, Lumi was stashed them away, like I said before, and she was eventually find she doesn't know what's going on. All she knows is there are people dying. She has to help them. Something is definitely going on. So by then, Lumi goes to the rest of the monochrome, and they talked about, and Ryuko will talk about the unification code, and would give her the paper, which is what you saw, saying that this is the unification code. Everyone's already involved with it. And as Lumi looked at the paper, she saw everything, she saw everything that was mentioned before, how the factions are coming into peace, and that anyone that doesn't agree by this is going to be sent to death. Lumi immediately does not agree to it and choose not to sign it. Thus, she is sent to death. Thus, she is forced to die. However, the others, the rest of Monochrome did not want to kill Lumi, obviously, for very good reasons. Lumi's been by them for, let's say, a long time now, and it would certainly suck dick if, say, they had to kill their own. Unfortunately, they had to by no choice, as the other faction leaders have already made it clear that since Lumi did not choose to not sign or agree to the unification code, she has to be taken out. And this has to be done immediately. So, with no other choice, with no other choice, and there's a big price. If they don't kill Lumia, well, no. If they don't kill Lumia, their city is every monochrome will be removed from the unification code and will be marked for death, along with their city, Astera. In other words, in other words, it's either Lumi dies or a whole city dies. And they have people in what I will describe as, and the other factions have already placed now some of their people inside the sterile to prepare in case the monochrome tries to do anything out of place. It was simply put, they kill Lumi or they don't. They do anything else, as that the people of the sterile is going to die. So no one was willing to kill Lumi. Mayu, Kat, and Ani and Ryuko are not willing to kill Lumi, and they can't because simply put, why that this is someone so very valuable. Why would you kill? Why would Why would they kill them? Why would they kill Lumi? Is the big question. But regardless, they had to get it done anyway, and the only way they could do, and since nobody was going to kill Lumi, it was a it was only a matter of time before the other factions find out. So Ryuko took it upon herself to kill Lumi. So she tracks down Lumi and went back and fought Lumi. Well, I'll leave like the more key details out here because I don't want to spoil too much. I've already spoiled like most of the I already like spoiled the end of the parts of the Desolate story, so I'll keep it there. But simply put, the two fought each other. The couples have fought each other, and at the end of the day, Lumia dies. Now, you may recall a key detail that I talked about a long time ago. That if Lumi, that when Lumi dies, her soul, that if at any point her soul leaves the body, that if she dies, that she can technically possess another body. This is technically true if she was dead. And this is because Lumia, in the very beginning, had Lumi's soul was transferred to another body. This other body just so happened to be her 2.0 the 2.0 body. Well, the 1.0 body, I mean. And with that, monochrome before monochrome, the rest of the others before monochrome was formed, created a soul transfer that basically allows them to extract Lumi's soul and allow her to inhabit another vessel. That vessel being 2.0. In other words, Lumi is now able to inhabit another vessel. However, there's a big catch. Lumi can't just simply can't just simply leave the body, can't just simply leave the vessel and walk away. Leave the vessel, find another body, and live again, and live another, say, 60 years or 30 years. It doesn't work like that. As it turns out, she needs to be soul transferred. And in order to do that, she needs some kind of mechanism to transfer her soul out. So this means that she has to be that her soul has to leave her body, has to leave the body and inhabit the next vessel that she plans to inhabit. Lumi never did that. In other words, Lumi was ready to die. If Lumi wasn't ready to die, she would have another vessel ready. Unfortunately, she didn't. And moreover, the soul transfer there was no other way to make a soul transfer mechanism at the time being in the Desolate due to it, well, being the Desolate. It's a post-apocalypse, technology is not there. Technology is like few and far between. But where Lumi is, but as of right now, Lumi is in fact dead, and because she didn't have another vessel ready, and there was no soul transfer, and she didn't transfer her soul through a mechanism. She, in other words, accepted death. And because of that, her soul won't possess any other vessel unless it's actually transferred. She can, in a way, she can try to inhabit another body, but she won't be able to. She can try to inhabit another body, but she won't be able to unless she actually has another vessel. And in order to make another vessel means you gotta build another vessel. It's a little complicated. It's gonna all explain soon. I'm so sorry for like the complicated lore. Um, but where is Lumi now? Well, if you were to guess by the overlay, she's in the heavens. Well, not entirely the heavens, but she is in not the heavens. If you saw the end of the lore video, you may notice the beach and the beach. That is a signification that she is in the heavens. That she is in the heavens. And now that she's in the heavens, cannot reside in the real world. Her soul has already made it up there. She has already made it up to the heavens, and will remain there for the rest of her life. In other words, pretty much she's permanently dead. She ain't gonna be coming back. I will assure that. Now, you might be. Now, I know some people are gonna be wondering, why in the world did I choose to kill off the protagonist? Why did I choose to kill off the protagonist, Lumi? It's a story reason because Lumi has been alive for years on end. Aging has been, in a sense, non-existent. It has been, in a sense, non-existent, and she has inhabited and she has, in a sense, inhabited two bodies, inhabited two vessels. She inhabited two vessels, or in a sense, three if you count her 0.0 vessel. She did not, and she has undergone a lot of change throughout the throughout throughout the entirety, from the old world to the neon to the desolate. And I think it's time. And throughout all that, she has been through a lot. She has been betrayed by her friends, but forgiven. Little hint there. She has been captured many times and interrogated in the neon, and also escaped the neon. And here she is back into back into the old world, which now became the desolate. She essentially has gone through a lot of things and seen a lot through the span of her life, through her lifespan, and with it, she has inhabited a lot. 4.0, 3.0 represents her other self, Rumi, who who is another vessel. So in a sense, yeah, it's four vessels. God fucking damn it. So four vessels she possessed. So four vessels, and at no point in the Desolate was she ever having another vessel ready. In fact, she nearly died in one case before she nearly died in one case. With luckily Ryuko and Ani to take care of them, to bring him back, and Mayu and Kat would do a lot of modification to the body, in a sense, creating the android. Now, it's a lot, and now it's a lot that Lumi has gone through, and in a sense, she's had enough of the world as it is. she embodies chaos, but she embodies a balance of chaos and peace, but she's always leaning toward chaos. She's always so quirky. She's quirky. She's always going to she's witty, quirky, can be a little bit shitty, can be or rather very shitty while we're at it. But that is what Lumi is. However, Lumi has been through a lot, and to say that she has a strong will, it's a big definite. But at some point, after seeing what the world has become and knowing that too well, that there's no way that that there's going to be a whole world that's going to be completely peaceful without a little bit, because inevitably something is going to happen. Um, she's ready to die. She was ready to die because, in a sense, when she did not, she's seen the world as it is. She's seen that not a lot of people can trust. She can trust, and she has been through quite a lot of things throughout the entire story. And and this, and the unification code was was, in a sense, of the last straw. She was completely ready to die because she knows so well that because when she read the paper, she knows that she's gonna die. There was no way around it. She can run all she wants, but she is marked for death. And when you're marked for death by all the factions, yeah, you have no way. Yeah, there's a good luck trying to live in the desolate, because there's always some way. Because in the desolate, information is very, because any kind of information is going to be useful, and anyone will always try to get their hands on information. With that in mind, Lumia Ryuko approaches Lumia, and yeah, we'll leave it there. Let's just say that Lumi was completely ready to die. They fought there a lot. They fought, and well, Lumi is dead and now in the heavens. So where does that leave for the rest of the monochrome? Well, allow me to show you.
ある時誰かが言いました。みんな役割があるんだと。足りないものを分かち合って補い合って生きていると、それなら私の空白は誰かが埋めてくれるはずで、聞こえますかその誰かさん。誰かに言いました。君の役割はこうだって。これは愛ゆえの言葉だと。みんなそうやって生きてると喜ぶ顔が嬉しくって必死で役を演じました。呼吸さえも忘れるほど。路地裏のゴミ置き場、雑に捨てられたランドセル。笑う時すら周りを気にする癖はいつからだったっけ。もしも願いがただ一つだけ叶うならば終わらせたいんだ。このふざけた演劇を間違ったまま生きてきたんだ。今さら首輪を外されたって一体どこへ抜けばいいの。ただ確かな自分を欲したその代償がこれですか。神様全部ひどすぎるよ。全部もういいからさ早く終わらせてよ。
in a sense, monochrome has become, yeah, in a sense, monochrome has now become 4 members. It's now down to 4 members, with Lumi being officially out of the picture. So, where will monochrome go from here? Well, this serves as the end of the Desolate story. Well, this doesn't serve. Well, this isn't the end of the Desolate story. In fact, it's actually the end of Lumi's story. Well, kind of the end of the Desolate story. Of the Desolate story. But Lumia is not. But now, where will the rest go? Where will the rest of Monochrome go from here? And you may notice that everyone else have new outfits, and these will be very important as we move forward into the Desolate story. And I can't wait to talk about these, and I can't wait to animate these. You guys are gonna I really hope you guys like what I have planned for each of the characters as we also go into their personal arcs. Yep, every character is going to have their own story. Ani will have their own story. Ryuka will have their own story. Maya will have their own story, and the cat will have her own story. So it's going to be really interesting to see to see their stories, and every more, and what I will continue to do, what will happen as I continue to expand the story, as I continue to expand the universe. Now, I won't talk about their outfits. Did see it, but you may notice that some of them have. But yes, they do have new outfits. Each of them signifies sort of their story. Signifies the story that they are going. Yeah, they will signify the story, their personal story. So you will get to see it. So you will get to see everything, and and there will be a lot more to come soon. I can assure that. So as of like chapter 1, as I said before, the writing it's all done. But it's more like putting it as a visual novel or animating it. It's kind of the fun part. Now I still am trying to get assets, and I'm still like trying to work on a lot of stuff. So bear with me. I'm so sorry that I'm not able to get it done, but I will not have a release date, and I don't plan to. And and it is just me right now, and I still am trying to get everything done as much as possible. Hopefully, in the coming year or so, we will have something new. I will have something to show. But for now, but other than that, I like to say that this whole 2 year anniversary that it's been officially 2 years since I started streaming. I took a hell of a hiatus to get to get it done. Took a hell of a hiatus to get part of chapter 1 done, and it's kind of funny because I don't have a lot to show as of like looking back since my move to YouTube and since the Android transformation and also the Nintendo Direct and everything. It's a lot. And most of the archives were on Switch, actually, ironically, but now they're gone. Because I didn't get the chance to import them, unfortunately. I'm very professional, aren't I? Oh, my throat is dry as shit. Hold up, I need water. Oh my god. I've been yapping you guys' ears off. I think you deserve a little break from hearing me from hearing me yap. Oh, that's so good. As of like, but it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since I started streaming. Well, technically, ironically, when I was like a little short and loony, I started streaming because I was like, oh, I could stream. And this was like for Osu as well. I started streaming Osu, and I didn't talk at first, and then I slowly started talking, and then I started like getting a little comfortable. Then I started bringing my started like putting like a face cam and then a hand cam in. It was like crazy. But that's like the old days. And I also used to do like Fortnite content. I might be able to find it here because I have no issue showing my voice, uh, using my actual voice. It's not like going to shock me or anything. I'm good. I'm completely used to it. But most of the year, I have to say, a lot of the year has been pretty. This whole year has been pretty chaotic, and I will admit it has been completely unfair to me, given the unfair circumstance and my allergies. Honestly, I really and as of like my job, I it was completely. I felt really bad because I felt completely bad because I didn't want to like let him down or anything, or I didn't want to seem like I'm like any kind of bad person. It's just that things completely fell out of my control. That life just shot me in the stomach really hard, given like the circumstances, and then like the season change and all that. So it, I'll tell you for sure, it definitely wasn't this whole month has not been kind to me at all. And I'm hoping that next month will be much better for me as I get back into streaming, start to get comfortable into streaming. Oh, as of schedule is gonna be a lot different since I started to have a little more as my personal life starts to bleed more now. First of all, I started like working out more, so I'm slowly losing weight. So yeah, I'm slowly losing weight, and I'm honestly really excited about losing the weight because losing some weight because I've been wanting to exercise, work out, to try to burn a lot of fat, try to burn a lot of calories and everything. I really wanted this. So, and I'm glad I got this opportunity. I'm glad I get the opportunity to do that. Um, and also I've been spending more time with family, because I've been spending more time with family, and soon, and I do have plans to change to possibly move out soon, but I have no promise on that. When I do move out, it will be another hiatus, but that's gonna be like years down the line. So I can't promise anything, obviously. Um, and a lot of and as of my monochrome, we are also working on the server, so to speak. We are working on a server, so we are gonna have a server for monochrome. It's good, and I hope, and as we continue to move to the main story, I really hope that I get to work on the side stories because I know some of you guys are really itching for the side stories, and I don't want to let you guys down on that for sure. I really don't want to let you guys down on the side stories. I don't worry. I did not forget like the other universes, and I also want to go ahead and make this quick announcement. I'm excited to say that some of my friends are also working on that. Two of my friends, the two other members of Monochrome, are working on their own universes. I won't tell you too much about them, but I won't tell you too much about them, but if you pay attention to someone else's stream, you may notice that there are multiple versions, that there are multiple characters of them. Um, I do, and they will have their own universe. And whether I should, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, but but they have and for their universe, they are free to do whatever they want with it. And I will also say that they do not have to connect to my universe. Their universe can be is wholly separated from mine, and it will not play into like my multiverse. They can choose to have it enter my universe if they want to, but it's completely up to them. I'm giving them like the whole freedom to do like what they want to do with their story. One person's story is very interesting, and the others and the other person, which I do recommend you check out, Green's stream. She has multiple characters, and they all have their own story. And there is definitely more coming for her. She has a lot of ideas, and I really hope you guys are excited for it. I really hope you guys do check her out. She is a great person for sure. Um, but I think that does cover majority of what I have to mention for this 2 year anniversary. I don't have anything like to show for like flashback shit because I'm gonna be real with you. There isn't much in terms of like flashbacks that I want to look back, things I want to look back on because I'm gonna be real with you. There isn't much to look back on because I'm actually looking through my history right now and there isn't much to show because these are practically all MMDs, and yeah, they were like old MMDs and everything. I used to, and also, and I don't want to risk like copyright or anything, so we'll leave it there. What else do I have? Oh, but that's it for this stream. Actually, it's not completely the end of this stream. I do want to go ahead and I do want to like play something now that I'm back on stream. Well, now that I'm back to streaming, right? So I might as well, right? Why not? So let's do that. Let's fucking do that. So why not? Because I might as well, right? So in the meantime, I'm gonna update this. Oh, I also have one other thing to mention. This one actually did slip past my mind, so I want to go ahead and cover that like ASAP, like ASAP. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. I'm gonna close my Discord out on my PC so it's not gonna so it's not gonna like make any noise. It turns out I forgot to plug my microphone. So, let me go. Go ahead and rephrase that. I am so sorry. Like I said, not a professional stream. Um, I, I just want to address this and make this very clear. I or anyone else in the future, wink, do not and will not condone a safe space. What I'm basically saying is that I do have rules and I do have boundaries, but just because I have rules and I have boundaries doesn't mean I will have a safe, doesn't mean my streamer is a safe space. And it does not mean I want my stream to be a safe space. I will not condone such a thing. I will not condone a safe space because simply put, people are going to be people, and the internet, and this is the internet after all. So I do want you to understand that this is the internet, and so people do act on their accord, and that people will act on their own accord. If you do anything that could, and you say, and what I'm saying is, if you do get triggered by in any point from what I say or what I do or what anyone else in chat say or do, it's not in my control. You are allowed to leave the stream. I'm not going to change my principles just to fit one person that got upset by it. As of and yeah, you are allowed to leave the stream whenever you want. If you ever feel uncomfortable or you feel unsafe, I completely understand. I completely understand. But don't make it like a big deal or anything, obviously. And I do want to stress this like very hard. All streams, all of my streams, no matter what, are 18 plus, and I will never at any point make any exceptions. I will not simply tolerate. I will not tolerate anyone that are. I will not allow minors to watch the stream for very good reasons. Now, obviously, I cannot. Now, I do want to go ahead and make this clear. I don't know for certain. I do not have any kind of certainty that I do not have any kind of certainty or any I do not have any kind of certainty that people will follow this rule. But what I can say is that I do know. But what I do know is that minors do tend to lie about their age, especially on the internet. So I do want to emphasize that minors can and will lie to get what they want. And I will go ahead and make this clear as well. I will not tolerate, if I do find out there is a minor in the stream, I will kick you from, I will have to remove you from stream. I will have to remove you from stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it has to be that way, but I'm only keeping my stream 18 and up. And if you are not 18 and up, I strongly advise you do not watch the stream. I strongly advise you do not watch the stream. I am very vulgar. I am very offensive, and I am sure as hell not going to be kinder to a minor. I do want to make that very clear. If a 17 and I do not 17 and under is considered a minor to under my book. So all streams, like I said before, all streams are 18 and up. I will not tolerate a minor if I find one. But I cannot be. But that doesn't mean I will just simply put out an age verification on my stream. I'm not gonna do something like that, and I'm still not gonna restrict my stream to any case like that. I just want to make that very clear. But I do want you to understand that if I do find out that obviously I don't know for certain if you are, I don't know for certain that anyone in chat is a minor. And I cannot just simply, and I'm not going to simply ask for a verification just so you can watch stream. What I will say is, if at any point you do mention that if at any point I find out you are a minor, I will have to take action accordingly. It's not that I don't like minors, it's just that I want to protect myself. And that any interaction with a minor is prone to liability. So I just want to make that very clear. Other than that, that is relatively it for this stream. I don't have any other. I don't have much planned. Yeah, I don't have much planned for the week. Tomorrow I do plan to do Starfield. Or tomorrow I may plan to do Starfield or Baldur's Gate 3. Actually, I might do both. I might do both for the coming day. For the next 2 days. I might do Baldur's Gate 3 on Thursday. And then Starfield Wednesday. And I do want to talk about Starfield actually, now that I think about it. So let's jump back and I'll go ahead and yap about it a bit. People are saying that Starfield is really good. I disagree. I completely disagree with you there. Unfortunately, I do not agree with that. I don't think Starfield is like the game of the year, top tier, or anything like that. I see it as a mid game as best. For a game that's like very hyped to hell since it was with the announcement of Fallout 76. Bleh. Um, I did play it and I do have a save. I do, but I will make a new progress. But I will make a new save. But I will make a new game so I can play it for stream specifically, or I will just load my save. I'm not sure yet, but I'm not sure just yet. But as of like what I think about Starfield, it's mid at best. It's not great. So it's not like the game of the year. It's not a fucking 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. But it certainly isn't the worst. It's average at best to put it. There is from what I can play out of like 21 hours of playing it on Game Pass. I don't like the surface map. I don't like the character creator. I do like the traits and like the background that is like one of the best parts. But the character creator is dated to shit. It's the same as it's the same premise as like Fallout and the other Scrolls. So there's nothing different. It's not like as extensive as Black Desert or Saints Row, which is almost kind of funny considering what happened to Volition. Um, I will say that combat does is fun for sure. I will give it that. Combat is a lot of fun. Stealth feels like Metal Gear Solid. Feels like the most Metal Gear Solid like because you do have to like move slowly and everything similar to Metal Gear Solid. So I do kind of get the premise. As as of like space combat and exploration. Oh my god. Space exploration is null. I will tell you this now. Space exploration is fucking null. It is it is voided out. It is useless. There is no reason to go into space other than to do like some quest other than do like some quest there. That's really it. Oh my god. It was horrible. It's horrible. And it sucks because space combat it's pretty good. The only problem is that apparently my enemies have the most pinpoint accuracy, and I'm pretty confident I didn't set my difficulty on very hard or laser accuracy, if that's even a difficulty. I'm really honest about that. As of like and as of like surveying was a lot of fun. I love checking out like the faunas, the floras of each of the planets. Though I will say this, the surface map is shit. And why the fuck is there no custom waypoints? Like, why is there no custom waypoints? I don't want to pull up my fucking scanner all the time just so I know where the fuck I'm on, just so I know where to go. If I want to go somewhere, I want to put my own waypoint. I should be allowed to put my own fucking waypoint. It's such a simple ass premise. So why in the fuck am I not allowed to put my own waypoint? I don't fucking get it. Like, I seriously don't fucking get it at all. Why am I not allowed to put my own waypoint? Is it just like a limitation, or it's just like, or is it like the engine? And I won't get to the engine. Also, the fact that, and also, while the combat is fun, it's still dated. It's like, and the graphics are dated. I'm looking at a game that's basically made on last gen. I'm looking at a game that looks like it was made on PS3 or PS1 while we're at it, just with better lighting. That's literally what I see. It's just like PS3 or to PS4 graphics, or like Xbox One to Xbox Xbox 360 to Xbox One graphics. That's what I'm seeing. That's literally what I see. And oh my god, it's so dated. The graphics are so dated. It's like the details are there, but the graphics are so dated. The lighting is the only thing that makes it better. And the thing is, ship exploration is pointless because you're not gonna, because it's not like No Man's Sky where you can travel, where you see a goddamn planet, you can fucking go there. You can actually go there. In Starfield, you have to open a fucking map, select set course for that, and then hold your little button down, and then hold the button down just to fucking travel there. You can't. It's a goddamn loading screen. And oh my god, the loading screen. Oh my fucking god. This game Starfield has an atrocious amount of loading screens. Not as atrocious as Anthem, but it's up there. Because you have the loading screen to leave, because you have the loading screen to leave your ship, but then you have the loading screen to enter your ship. Then you have loading screens to enter certain buildings, and you have loading screens to exit those same buildings you come out of. And then you also have loading screens for jumping. And you have loading screens for traveling. Then you have loading screens for traveling to another planet. Then you have loading screens for traveling the stars. Like, oh my fucking god, there's so much loading screens. Oh, it's tired, and it doesn't help. And the weight limit. Oh my fucking god, the weight limit. The carrying capacity is too small. The fucking carry capacity is too small. Do you not does Bethesda not know that that resources are the main reason why the carry capacity is literally hogged to shit? Like, you can, like, I know you can go to the lodge and you can go to like one of the storage boxes in the basement where you can store infinite shit. I do get that. I fucking understand that. But I want to carry all that shit with me so I don't have to, like, because as I was playing the game, I had resources to drop off, right? I had like resources to drop off. So I had to put them in my outpost. So I had to put some resources in my outpost, and I had to put some resources in like another storage crate that I am completely worried about. And I'm not kidding when I say that oh my god, I have like multiple boxes on like Altair 4, I believe, or Altair 2. And I have multiple storage boxes where they're just literally scattered around, and if I ever go back to the game, I'm not gonna remember where I put them because I don't have a way to mark it. Because again, I don't have a way to fucking mark that. I don't have a way to mark a POI, to mark a waypoint or a fucking POI, a fucking point of interest, just for me to remember where the fuck I put my fucking resources so I can carry it, so I can take it, so I can go to RT2, jog all the way back to my fucking ship, then take it to New Atlantis to go to the lodge, I can't travel to the lodge. I can't fast travel to the lodge. I can technically fast travel to the lodge, but I still have to jog all the way over there while monitoring my oxygen and then monitoring my CO, my carbon, my carbon, so I don't asphyxiate. Ugh! Just to drop some shit off, and then I had to repeat that because I left other shit in other planets, and I need a bigger carry capacity, or hell, just reduce. I just need a bigger carry capacity. That's all I'm asking. It's just like increase the carry capacity to like 300 kilos, or to like 300 kilo, or to like 200 or 300 kilo, because 150 kilo at start is not, because like 150 kilo at start is not enough. And the looting is just the same as Fallout 4. You cannot search the whole damn body. You can't search the whole body. Um, I remember playing in Skyrim and Fallout 3, yeah, that I could, and hell, even New Vegas, where I could fucking search the courts clean. Where if I see their clothes, I could fucking take that off their. I could fucking strip them clean. I could fucking strip them. I can't fucking strip. I cannot. In Fallout 4, I was not able to fucking strip down any fuckers, any raiders I came across, and hell, I could not. And even on Starfield, I cannot strip people. I cannot strip people down. I cannot. All I can do is just all it is just basically looting the corpse. It's just looting the corpse with quote unquote random items, not whatever they had, whatever they actually had on them. So in other words, I can fucking go shoot a shopkeeper. I can fucking go shoot a shopkeeper right now. Open their fucking look at their fucking bodies, and I don't even get their fucking credits they have on them. They actually have on them, like the 20,000. Like you know how some of the trade authority vendors have like 20,000 credits. I can't fucking loot that shit. I mean, I can try and I can report back, but I shot like multiple people, and unfortunately, I was not able. I shot multiple people, and whatever they had on them, I cannot get. I cannot have. I can't even take their fucking clothes because some clothes I do want to fucking take. Alright, I'm like bitching for like 18 minutes now. I'm like fucking bitching and whining for like 18 fucking minutes now. So before this becomes like a whole fucking rant stream, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I do want to thank you guys for coming for like this 2 years, and here's to another 3 years, and maybe updates then. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for stuff for Baldur's Gate 3 or Starfield, one of the two. Until then, bye, and thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. You know it's very rude to stare, right? You don't want to piss him off.